All right, we up in this thing, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Thumbs up, video, share video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. On a little early, I know national championship come on tonight. Tonight's night, baby. So I think it's gonna be a blowout, Georgia by 1,000. But yeah, let's talk about Tank and Ryan, Tank and Gary Russell, Spence and Bud fans on Jaron Ennis' head. So, but yeah, let's just start off with Tank and Gary real quick. Then we get into Ryan. Then we get into Jaron Ennis, who seems to be the main topic of discussion on the internet. So yeah. So apparently Gary Russell is the one who sparked the argument, who sparked the melee in the crowd. Him and Meek Mill. Steven Jackson got on the internet saying that he felt like Gary Russell shouldn't be rooting against Gervonta Tank Davis. Okay. And that's kind of what got Meek mad, is that Gary was rooting against Gervonta Tank Davis. Now he don't know the history of him trying to call out Gervonta Davis. I'm pretty sure he don't. Steven Jackson don't know the history. He said, how can you root against him? And my thing is, they from two different sides. Tank for Baltimore, even though he's showing DC love. Then Gary and them closer to the DC area. They got beef. His little brother want to fight Tank. Gary want to fight Tank. So at the end of the day, they don't understand that. They don't. I don't know if they look at PBC as like the Avengers or whatever. But that's what sparked the beef. And I feel that Gary Russell, Tank should have fought Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why not. And when they brought up Gary Russell's name after he fought in Baltimore and Floyd Mayweather snatched the mic from him, but Meek Mill don't know no better, bro. You know what I'm saying? These are boxers. What am I rooting for somebody if I'm looking at Gary Russell's standpoint of view? Why am I rooting for somebody who take food off my table, who I want to fight and I feel like I could beat, which would be a good fight down in the DMV? And somebody said, well, Gary Russell don't move, don't sell nothing like that. Neither do the rest of these dudes, bro. Let's keep it real. Neither do the dude he fought tonight. Nobody in the arena knew who Hector Luis Garcia was. Nobody with the boxing media. Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that. And then for Meek to get all mad because he rooting against Gervonta, that's what boxing is. That's what boxing is. It's half the arena rooting against for one dude, the other half rooting for the other dude. And for Steven Jackson and Meek Mill to get mad over that, like, come on. Come on. And Steven Jackson, I love for him. Don't get it twisted. But damn, he always in the middle of something, bro. He always in the middle of something. I don't understand it, dude. These niggas in their 30s and 40s, dude, acting like this at the fight. And I told y'all they do not want y'all ninjas in Vegas. Now y'all seeing why I'm saying that. Now y'all see why I'm saying why they don't want y'all in Vegas. Because stuff like this. This is exactly why, for stuff like this. Real talk. This is why. I thought it was somebody bumped to somebody, back from the Boondocks and Ninja moment or something like this, because somebody rooted against somebody. It's crazy. One honor salute. Knew this John was finna start. J Cash salute. Ricky, what's going on? He said they still riding, still handing out backhand compliments to fighter. Man, they don't move the needle over here. He said I stopped watching all the smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jack because they're talking parking points are repetitive and all they want to talk about is squabbling. To each his own. I still watch. But that's why every interview gets the interviewer bring out something different, and and then every interview podcast bring out something different in the interviewer. That's why I try to watch, most of them. But nonetheless, I didn't know. I don't understand. I thought it was something like somebody stepped on somebody Nikes or somebody tried to holler at somebody girl. I'm pretty sure he ain't really know they was fighters. I'm pretty sure Meek ain't know Gary Russell was a fighter. I bet you he ain't know. But you get in Meek. They said Meek did apologize. Said he got a little drunk and you know, and that's why he chose to leave. He wasn't escorted out. He chose to leave on his own. Yeah, when you sat behind that jail cell, of course. Of course you chose to leave on your own. For you got through and back in jail because you was wrong. But then it's to the point where fandom, they got to the point where you can't even root against the popular fighter, bro. That's crazy. I can't even root against nobody no more. Or I'm gonna get into the fight at the arena. Come on, man. Come on, you can't even root against nobody no more. Now they want this fandom that got out of hand, bro. This fandom that got out of hand. You can't even root against nobody no more. Now they want to put hands on you. Now they want to fight. This nigga Meek Mill was like 10, 15 deep. Like, damn, I can't even root against this dude no more. Tell you, man, sports is in a messed up predicament. Somebody could have easily lost their life after that event. Don't forget the incident at the Barclays Center last year at Tank and Rolly, bro. Don't forget the one with Tank and Clay R, AB and Vargas. Yeah, I was in there that night. Oh boy, they got the shooting in there. King Eugene off top of Tank will make Shakur trade shots with him. Tank has the footwork to keep over Shakur in front of him. He don't. I'm just sorry. He don't. He don't. Not saying he can't be Shakur. His footwork ain't nowhere near Shakur Stevenson. I'm just telling you the truth. He don't. I hate to tell you that. I knew something was going to happen. You can't do shit when Philly, Baltimore, DC niggas on. Yeah, you got a good point under one roof. You got a good point there. You got a good point. If Shakur Stevenson trading shots with Tank Davis, well, he need his boxing life. He need to just turn in his gloves. He ain't that dumb. Tank is only good. Look, Tank is only good when right now against the guys that he fighting that stand right in front of him like a statue. That's it. And people can be enamored with power and all that type of stuff, and they can critique this fighter and say that fighter can't do this. Well, I'm not impressed with that fighter, man. If it was that easy, then make the fights. The business of boxing is not that complex. Every fight is not Mayweather Pacquiao at all. It's not. You know, why not go beat up Gary Russell? Come on, it's a fucking featherweight, bro. It's a featherweight. You fight super featherweights and featherweights all day. Why not spin the block at the Ryan Garcia? He should have been fought Gary Russell. And if Gary Russell don't want to fight, you get to the negotiating table and he don't want to fight, you expose him. Talking about he ain't nothing but cap. That'd be fighter number 3 to say the same thing about him. Leo Santa Cruz, Devin Haney, and then Gervonta Davis. Then we move on from it. It's as simple as that. But nonetheless, let's move on to Tank and Ryan Garcia. I'm not gonna spend too much on Gary, but it just seemed like a fight that should happen. Now, apparently, this fight ain't signed. Apparently, they ain't signed the fight. Gervonta said he signed his side of the contract. He said Ryan Garcia has not signed his side of the contract. So I mean, at the end of the day, it don't surprise me. I don't know what's going on. You hear you're hearing multiple things about the fight. Oscar saying the 17th fall like on a Monday or a Tuesday or whatever it is. So apparently they going around talking about a fight is made and a poster out. Shit, they ain't even agreed to fight. One side agreed, the other side didn't agree. What's going on? But I don't think this fight good for boxing at all. I don't think this fight is good for boxing. But once again, before I kind of go into that, because I'll get into that over and over again, the reason, just looking at this fight, it's another flat-footed Latino standing right in front of Gervonta Davis where he can beat on him. That's it. This is what it is. If Ryan Garcia, he trying to cash in or cash out in this fight. He look at Tank as being small. He got the reach, but he don't know how to use his reach. He ain't got the footwork to maintain the distance. He ain't got the jab to maintain the distance. His chin pop up in the air. You got to have footwork to move in and out. Tank ain't got the best footwork at all. But Ryan Garcia ain't got no footwork neither. So at the end of the day, it's just another Latino that's gonna stand in front of Gervonta Davis. That's what it is. He ain't no De La Hoya. We gonna get on his toes, box behind his jab, stick and move, use a peppering jab, and mixing the left hook and the right straight right hand behind that. Ryan Garcia, not that. He not that. Ryan Garcia, got fast hands and everybody enamored with hand speed. Hand speed can be equalized with timing. Oh, he punch hard and all that, but when he throw left hooks, his chin pop up in the air. Come on. He don't use a jab to keep him off of. I expect for Tank that fight to be more easier than the Hector Luis Garcia fight, honestly. Real talk. I see hand speed for Ryan Garcia. I see things that look good in the gym or look good hitting the aqua bag or the double end bag or the speed bag. That shit pretty there. But in actual reality, that fight shouldn't go past the halfway point, bro. That fight shouldn't go 6 rounds. No matter what they saying, Ryan Garcia pumping up his ass allegedly. That fight shouldn't go 6 rounds. Ryan Garcia hadn't fought anybody with a pulse. And if Tank hit like a cruiserweight, he punches hard as he say he do with 8-ounce gloves on. Come on. Come on. Only reason Tank shouldn't win this fight if Ryan don't get in the ring with him. Straight up and down. You ain't got to worry about no jab. You ain't got to worry about no feints. You ain't got to worry about him moving in and out. He another statue that's going to be standing right in front of Gervonta Davis. Exactly what they want. It ain't that he popular or no shit like that. He ain't popular. If he was popping like that, dog, why he ain't selling buku pay-per-views? Why ain't he selling a bunch of pay-per-views? If he was popping like that, like why, like, bruh, he ain't like people ain't talking about him in gyms across America, at workspaces across America. Have you ever went to work or went to the gym or shit, whatever you do, going to the trap, the gas station? They talk about Ryan Garcia. Never in the history of fucking life outside of California, for real. Come on, this dude is an influencer, bro. And just because he got millions of followers don't mean it translate to a gate or to pay-per-views. It don't. The main reason Gervonta Davis is taking on Ryan Garcia is because it's a money heist. You got a guy that got a bigger name that he fighting right now that got a bunch of flaws. That's it. Got a tremendous amount of flaws. Nothing more, nothing less. Chin flop in the air. Don't have no footwork. Don't have no jab. Come on. And then apparently don't have a pen to sign the contract. Don't understand it. Golden Boy broke. And Ryan Garcia know he ain't getting the belt at 40. He never fight Regis Prograis. He never gonna fight none of the top fighters that never fought the guys at top 30 at the 35. Wasn't gonna fight the top welterweights. It's a cash out. It's a cash out. It's exactly what it is. It's a fucking cash out. It's a cash out. He said Tank proved to have good footwork when he was evading pit bull shots with one hand. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna disagree. Speaking of De La Hoya, super set. Okay, I'm not getting into that. Do so non-salute. Facts, everything Ryan Garcia look good at is for the camera. That's it. Is he a fucking movie star? Or want to be movie star? He said good shit knocking trash. Yeah. Y'all welcome. The world is welcome. Knocked Aaron Rodgers' dick in the dirt. Piracy is why pay-per-view numbers. No, pay-per-view numbers are low because they trash. Because the fights is trash. I was pirating. No, I know people that was pirating fights back when Floyd fought Shane Mosley. I still did $1 million. It wasn't as popular, but if it's a good product, people gonna buy it. Straight up and down. People gonna buy a good product. But that does have an effect on the pay-per-view buys. But yeah. If I'm on the man, I ain't seen a pay-per-view that I feel like, oh man, I gotta buy. I ain't seen that in a long time. And you don't know what you're gonna get in boxing either. But UFC seem to be getting by pretty well. PVC just running the ATM, the game running game ATP. I don't know what you meant by that. I don't know. Shout out to Gutty. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, they just trying to look for the biggest lick off the fans. And people still gonna stream. They're gonna spend all that money on Ryan and Tank, and people still, like my man's Keaton say, people still gonna fucking stream it. They still gonna stream it. If that was Devin Haney with the same following, he wouldn't fight Devin Haney. If that was Shakir Stevenson and the same, he wouldn't fight him. It really ain't no difference. Ryan Garcia just, he just crossed over to another lane that I have no knowledge of. I'm not into following the social media influencers, unless they in some bikinis or, got some big titties, ass, some hips or something. That's it. And I ain't really into following them. Shit, all you gotta do is turn on Instagram and hit refresh, and it's like 1,000 of them. So you're gonna see a new one every day. You ain't even gotta order the ESPN swimsuit catalog no more, or Victoria's Secret, catalog no more. All you gotta do is Instagram and hit refresh. It's a new IG model every day. So I ain't into following influencers and nothing like that. I ain't got time for that unless they showing you how to, something new that I ain't know. For real. But damn sure, man, this fight bad for boxing. I keep telling y'all that. All this represents is how to get a big fight without going through the proper precautions to get a big fight, without taking the proper fights to get to a big fight. All it is a money grab. That's it. That's all this shit is a money grab. Without having to go through the proper precautions to get there, without paying your dues, without fighting real champions, without fighting real contenders. The difference was they got Tank a belt, and Golden Boy couldn't find an easy way to get Ryan a belt. That's because Ryan couldn't get one at 30. Tank was able to get one at 30, and they was able to take belts from motherfuckers, give it to Tank. Guys on PBC was able to get easy belts like Jose Pedraza and give it to Tank. That's what they was able to do. They couldn't do that for Ryan Garcia. It wasn't no easy way. He was at 34 minutes, but he wasn't ready for the title holders at 30. He couldn't beat Lomachenko. They didn't think he could beat Luke Campbell. He got dropped doing that. They didn't think he could beat Jorge Linares. They didn't think he could beat Devin Haney. They didn't think he could beat Teofimo Lopez. They didn't think he could beat Rob Richard Jr. They didn't think he could beat Mikey Garcia. They didn't think he could beat Richard Comey. You know what I'm saying? Probably didn't even think he could beat fucking Jose Pedraza at 135. Let's keep it a humbug. They probably didn't think he could beat Jose Pedraza, so they couldn't find an easy way for Ryan Garcia to become world champion. So now what it is Gervonta Davis saying, well, the belts don't matter. Now it's Ryan Garcia saying the belts don't matter. They telling everybody the belts don't matter, but then Gervonta turn around and defend a regular WBA belt, to which Devin Haney has the real live WBA belt and has no aspirations to fight Devin Haney. People turn around and say, well, Devin Haney can't take a punch, and Devin Haney wouldn't do that. Well, why? If it's that easy, why not get in the ring with Devin Haney and prove it, dude? If a dude can't take a punch, you can knock him out. He's saying, yo, we can fight. Let's get it done. Or the boy ain't got defense. Why ain't Tank taking that chance? Because one thing about Ryan Garcia, he can't punch. Come on. That's what I don't understand. If it's that easy, go get him. If punching power is the end all be all and Shakir Stevenson can't punch, well, go prove it. Go prove it. These should be easy fights. He talking about he want to retire. Shit, you only got one puncher to fight for real, and that's fucking Ryan Garcia. But all this fight represents is how to avoid tough fights and make a super fight for dummies. That's all it is, and they gonna fail miserably at it. They're gonna fail miserably because social media followers, subs, and all that shit don't equal pay. You understand how many of these dudes bought social media influencers, bro? How many bots out there? It's easy to buy that shit, and it's hard to regulate it. If it mattered, Ryan Garcia would be selling millions of pay-per-views. Tank Davis ain't cracked 100K. I don't know what these pay-per-views is, but I'm pretty sure they ain't 100K. He ain't cracked 100K. So what that mean? You stand next to Floyd Mayweather and still can't get 1 million people to buy or 100,000 people to buy your pay-per-view. See, PBC got a whole different definition for pay-per-view superstar. Come on, people were screaming Deontay Wilder doing 75,000 was a success. In what fucking lane? What Master P say, man? He said, I'm gonna repeat that line. Oh, let me get him. But like I said before, these dudes ain't doing no, man. These dudes, man, losing money. That's why Al Heyman going out of business. He doing it all wrong. Is he still content in 2009? It was easy for me to end. He said that Plant Benavidez fight go through, I would be willing to buy it. I ain't giving Al Heyman not a damn thing. I've thought about going to it too. Somebody give me some tickets, I'll go there. I ain't buying popcorn, nothing, nigga. He said, oh, that's what he said. He meant at this point, Bryce salute, heavy A salute. But yeah, that's all that fight is. The easy way to superstardom. But at the end of the day, you need name. Hearns needed Hagler. Hagler needed Hearns. Hagler needed Leonard. Leonard needed Benitez. Leonard needed Hearns. Leonard needed Duran. You know what I'm saying? Pryor needed Agrelo. You need names, bruh. In this sport, names matter. People want to see big fights. People want to see the name. The PBC don't even want to give you the names. Happy New Year, Ron. I see you. PBC don't even want to give you the names on their side of the street. It'll be poetic justice if Ryan Garcia knock out Tank Davis. I'll laugh like a motherfucker. Whoever lose, I laugh. It ain't nothing personal against Tank. I just don't like the way he moving. That's my opinion. I just don't like the way they moving them. That's my humble opinion. I don't like the way they moving them. That don't make me right. That don't make me wrong. You know, that's just my opinion. Like, dude, why don't you get up there and fight somebody worth a damn? And then he do all this talking and then turn around and fight Hector Luis Garcia. I'm telling y'all, if Colbert had beat Garcia, had that belt, and went on to win that belt, he wouldn't have fought Colbert, dude. He wouldn't have fought him. He wouldn't have fought him. And that's why people stream your fights. If it's a real fight that people want to see and people feel like they're going to get their money's worth, people go buy it. I can't guarantee it's going to do 1 million pay-per-view buys. Them days might be over. People buy it. But they keep feeding them this malarkey that they stars. Niggas ain't even stars in their hometown, bro. I went to one PBC event back in 2021. It was trash. Which one you go to? I went on my mama's Showtime. With my mom's Showtime, and kind of seeing the price off the pay-per-view was over 50 Cent. Immediately streamed it. You know, I think you mean over 8. He said over $80 you meant? Oh yeah, them shit's expensive. He said, what you think about Puello getting a shot? Don't he got a title already? Or I'm tripping? Don't Alberto Puello got a title already? Yeah, he got the WBA title. PBC ain't gonna get $1 out of me. No Cadillacs, no perm, you can't see. Cause they ain't gonna PIMP me. Charlo Benavidez the money fight though, guaranteed will sell. The whole hood will come outside. They might. Charlo just so irrelevant right now due to inactivity. Wise Boots Bud a problem and not Spence when he's ranked higher in the IBF. Wise Boots, man, they just want to throw that shit. And then the same Errol Spence people come. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. Yeah, I think so. He said, no, 50. I ain't giving Al Heyman $75 with sales tax and AXZ. That's almost 90. Oh, yeah, y'all don't have state taxes in Arizona? Do y'all have state taxes? Yeah, I ain't, man, bro. And then you watch the fight and you wish you had that $75 back. You could have spent that on some. Liquor. Shit, they used to be almost a brand new pair of Air Force Ones. They like $100 now, but shit, damn near. If you say 90, they what 110 nowadays? Shit, damn near a pair of Air Ones. Shit, it used to be a jersey back in the day. I got jerseys going for the 200s now, bro. Like Jesus Christ. Y'all need to be buying them cherry red Jordans so everybody had the same shoe on. I never understood that. Niggas, everybody wearing the same Jordan with the same fits. Like, oh man, look what I got on. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like, dog, what's the infatuation with that? You know, I don't get it. And everybody be having the same fucking fits. Come on, that should be wild. But like I said before, he ain't getting no money out of me. He ain't make Crawford and Spence in 2022. I'm good. I seen enough from Al Heyman. I was on the bandwagon for a long time. And now he quick to go give some money and make a fight with a Mexican. He said they said he wasn't trying to make this fight. Tank had to force him to make this fight. So that let you know Tank do got some control. You know, then he goes, you know, they go do this fight, and then you notice he really ain't really say too much about Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Soon as Ryan signed that fight, he gonna start yelling. That's what I don't like about niggas at PBC. That's my main pet peeve with them. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, y'all think y'all the shit, but y'all don't want to fight nobody. Then why y'all be running y'all mouth like y'all want to fight people? That's my problem. They be running their mouth like they the baddest motherfuckers walking the planet Earth. They be running their mouth like they with all the smoke. But when you get behind the scenes to send an offer, then it's like send it to Al. They know Al gonna reject it. They know Al Heyman want to keep everything in house. They talk all this shit like they the bad. Why we ain't pound for pound? Why we don't get the respect? Because y'all don't deserve the respect. Y'all don't move like y'all get the respect. Every time somebody come to y'all hoods, y'all get y'all ass whooped. Every time y'all go around the corner, y'all don't be pulling that shit on them niggas around the corner. What he said about Debo, he don't be doing that. Them dudes around the corner. They be running their mouth like they really with it, dog, but they really don't be with it. And don't in no hood, no suburb, no gated community do nobody ever respect that. No office building, somebody that run their mouth and never deliver what they running their mouth about. No preschool, no playground, no basketball court, no football field, no soccer field, no crack house, no trap house, no party. Come on. Don't nobody feel no hollow words, bro. And that's what PBC is a whole bunch of empty threats, empty promises. They ain't gonna do nothing, bro. They ain't gonna spin no block. They ain't gonna put it in reverse. They ain't gonna do no ride by, no drive by. They ain't gonna do nothing, bro. They ain't with nothing. You can pull their whole car. You can strip them naked. They ain't gonna do nothing but run back to Daddy Al and do nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna respond like Drake to Pusha T. That's not their MO. And when they beg to make a fight, you see what happened with Deontay Wilder. The white boy knocked his dick in the dirt. They've got to keep it a buck. They went and thought the white boy was all, fat out of shape. And that fat white boy put it on Deontay Wilder. Then came back, put it on him again. Then triple back, put it on him again. Not only did he beat the wheel out of Deontay Wilder fans. They like, Bon, don't do it again, man. Leave him alone, man. They like, oh, no. Come on. That set the tone for Errol Spence to Crawford not to happen. That set that tone. I'm telling you. That set that tone for that not to happen. Motherfucker stripped that nigga of his dignity, dude, during Black History Month. The second time. And Tyson Fury was just talking about, I just want to win. I don't have to knock him out. He wasn't even trying to kill the dude. So imagine somebody like Terrence Crawford where you done drugged the nigga name in the mud. That shit is defamation of character. That's what it really is. He could sue for defamation of character for making false allegations on his name too. So they didn't drug the name in the mud. They didn't starve him out. They didn't try to take food off his table. They didn't try to lowball him. You put him and Terrence Crawford in the motherfucking cage and see who's gonna come out. It might be a little bit of ankle bone left for Terrence Crawford coming out. Errol Spence coming out that cage they can find. It might be a little bit of shag and back of his head residue. What you think gonna happen to him? Come on. Do you really gotta protect your pit bull that you leave downstairs on the backyard? You let it run around your house. Do you really gotta protect him? Ask yourself, do you really got to protect that big badass pit bull running downstairs? So when you go to sleep, you got a presence of mind and somebody step inside your house. Do you really got to protect that? Come on, if you got the most dangerous motherfucker, Bushido Brown from the Boondocks, he got killed. He protected your downstairs. Do I really need to protect him? I think he can protect himself and protect my shit. I don't really have to protect him. You know what I'm saying? My homie laying on the couch with a chopper. I'm pretty sure he got it. I'm pretty sure he got it. So if you got something that can hold its own and protect themselves and really carry their own weight, I don't have to protect the asset that can protect itself. You know, I might check, may need a nap, might need to keep an eye open while you take a nap or something like that. But you know, if they can handle themselves, Al Heyman, they wouldn't have to protect them, bro. I'm telling y'all, these dudes, man, if they really got through off the deep end, a lot of these dudes wouldn't even be called champions, bro. A lot of these dudes wouldn't even be champions in a lot of other eras. A lot of these dudes getting by off of strictly matchmaking. That's it. They getting match made to get by. Ryan Garcia, come on, motherfucker, won't be a top 15 contender in the 90s, bro. He wouldn't be a top 15 contender. Same guy, personality, bruh. Bruh, this nigga be gold dust. Gervonta Davis, champion in the 80s, you out your rabbit ass mind. Was only 3 belts, 2 or 3 belts, you out your mind. Everybody hit hard back then. How about that? If you gotta protect him for Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Richard Comey, Lomachenko, come on. Imagine Roberto Duran and Hector Camacho and come on, man. Aaron Pryor, Elastin Man, Alexis Aguayo. Man, they been took his lunch, bro. Been to chopped his kahunas off and hung them up on a Christmas tree. Come on. Just being real. You ain't got to protect something that don't need protection. If your computer come with a good protection, you know, virus protection and all that, why I need to go buy additional protection? Come on. Hell, you encrypted your AOL account from 97 for? Why are you protecting all these guys like this, bro? And at the end of the day, they just trying to stretch it out as much as they can, bro. You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman got is the cocaine, and these niggas is the fentanyl. They the lactose. They trying to stretch this shit out as long as they can. That's all it is. They fight once, twice, every now and again. And at the end of the day, it don't matter. The bus gonna stop regardless. Hopefully they saving their money. They trying to stretch this shit out as long as they can. He said, yeah, but the state taxes are low. Okay. The Colbert King Tough fight, that's the one I went to, but since Plan Benavidez bigger, the fight should be a good event. At least I pay a low amount. It's too many rich folks in the valley. He said MJ been releasing barbershop J's. Man, dude. It is what it is. Gary Russell Jr. should stay in his lane. Dude got unfinished business 20. He needs to fight Leo and Ray Vargas first. Ray Vargas fighting at 30 now. Fighting on Sheik Foster sometime in February for the Shakur vacant WBC. He ain't trying to have them fights at all, bro. Trying to fight nobody at all. He run his mouth like he's somebody. I remember he ran his mouth about Deontay Wilder. Fox had him sitting up there next to Wilder. Nigga, whole body language changed. He said LBCQ community crime when Wilder got whooped. Man, nigga. I was drunk the second time, bro. We was at Dave and Buster's. I was like, then my nigga Lando was mad as hell. I already knew it was about. I kind of knew someone right about him in that second. I kind of knew he was gonna get his ass. Someone right. I'm like, let me get another drink, dude. Wilder let the whole hood down. Oh, my hood. Support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. He says Shag Residue Ladder Salute. Not gold dust. J Cash, the true CJ got a tune, and whenever I see it going live during the day, yeah, man, I be bullshitting going these lives, bro. I've been back on them though, like cook crack though. Roberto Duran, support me on Instagram too, man. I'm creating on there too. Go support my reels on there. Roberto Duran would have had his way with the whole like, man, nigga, man, he would have did Karma Sutra on them niggas, man. He did the whole Karma Sutra on that division, bro. Pause. Rossi Facts Tank of Shane. Man, Shane Mosley been to kill Tank Davis. Man, Sugar Tank, man. What my boy Ronnie Boy Fest say? Slim Sugar Tank Davis, man, bro. Man, come on, man. AOL used to be popping back in the day, man. Yeah. You used to get the little dish, Ricky. Yeah, Sweet Pea would have been undisputed. Folk, man, shit, Sweet man, you ain't lying, dude, man. Niggas have been in trouble, bro. But let's talk about Jaron Ennis. I was listening to Coach Malachi a little bit going earlier. He had an old girl on. She was talking. She was fine. She was fine. She was fine. But man, they didn't have a field day. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, but they didn't have a field day with this young man. And we all finding out. We kind of pretty much like the first guinea pigs for social media. It's a lot of do's and don'ts on social media. It's a bunch of them that you learning, man. At the end of the day, screenshot, then change the game. Uh, you know, Eddie Hearn was one of the dudes that sit there, told a bunch of lies on social media. He told so many lies that he couldn't keep up with him no more. So it's still pretty new on how all this kind of function with social media. And that's what people got to keep in mind. And obviously, Jaron, his dad, Bonzi, they just trying to get the boy name out there. You know what I'm saying? And and my whole thing, they doing these interviews and they preaching to the hardcore fans, but you got to understand the hardcore fans, we don't have any like say so. They don't do stuff on our merit, bro. They don't do stuff to for us to be comfortable. Let's keep it real. They don't. They don't care nothing about the hardcore boxing fan. So I believe they need to find a way for him to really get his highlights and get his stuff out to the regular public. You know. So I think them kind of, going, I think it's kind of like counterproductive after a while. You doing these interviews, calling out Spence and Crawford, and Spence did the same thing, calling out Keith Thurman, having Floyd back in the fight, Keith Thurman at 15-0 and all that. I get it. I done seen it. I done seen it before. I done seen, kind of Broner do it. I seen Floyd kind of do it, Chase De La Hoya through the professional ranks from lightweight all the way up to junior middleweight. And, that's what boxing is built on, calling your shot, even if it's a couple years away, a couple weight classes away. Shane Mosley did it. I mean, that's what it's about. But in the social media era, you got a whole bunch of people who can't go back in boxing and say, well, this is how it's done. A lot of this is new to the mass public. It's a lot of new fans that's coming into boxing for whatever reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's a particular fighter. Maybe the sport caught their eye. Maybe it's a niche they found on social media, or they can make some money. It's a lot of dudes who put a microphone who don't know nothing. They just focus on the drama of boxing. It's a lot of good channels who don't get a chance to grow because nobody care about the actual business side of boxing, or they don't the actual really business side of boxing, or the actual schematic side, the jabs and the technical side of boxing. But at the end of the day, he's just doing what any other young fighter do. You call out the bigger names to get your name attached to the bigger name so your name can grow. That's the name of the game. He doing what he supposed to do. Of course, he supposed to say he feel he could beat Errol Spence. He feel he could beat Terrence Crawford. That's what he supposed to do. So when they bring up Spencer Crawford, they bring up his name so his name can grow. And I think a lot of people is kind of emotionally getting a little bit too attached to that side of him. They know he probably not ready for Spencer Crawford just yet. If that was the case, his daddy wouldn't have said, well, we just want the belt. We don't care if Errol Spence vacate or don't vacate. They know he gonna vacate. Virgil Ortiz, stay on this, got pushed back. I got a video coming in the morning. Ortiz got pushed back, but they know he gonna vacate. They know they getting vacant belts. And if he wanted a shot, they would have put him in there with Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford said that Cameron Duncan was his manager at Top Rank. He said he knew Cameron Duncan wasn't gonna put him with Jaron Ennis. No matter what Cameron Duncan said, well, Jaron Ennis could beat Terrence Crawford right now. At the end of the day, it's a whole opportunity and made it become Terrence Crawford mandatory through the WBO. And Virgil Ortiz got out the ranking system. Jaron Ennis went to the IBF and went another way and took an interim belt. So that lets you know everything you need to know. You don't got to listen to what they're saying. A lot of times you just see what somebody's doing. And that's what it is. So, that's the way I look at it. Like, I understand. I've seen it before. I seen Matias, turn down a whole belt to chase Danny Garcia. I seen Floyd chase Oscar De La Hoya through the ranks. I seen James Toney try to chase the Klitschko's through the ranks. You never could get past Samuel Peters. People was doing that for years. That's what fighters do. You attach your name, you hit your wagon to somebody else's name so you can get that publicity that go around. That's boxing. Don't knock the kid and his daddy for doing it. All they trying to do is grow the man's name. Now they saying one thing and they moving another way, but guess what? That's what management is for. You know, because you say it's a lie. Yeah, you say it's a lie. But it's a little white lie that everybody doing boxing, bro. Everybody doing in boxing. He had a bad performance, not the Spence fans and the Errol Spence fans and the Terrence Crawford fans, and then the people who didn't think he was that good to begin with. You know, everybody got an issue with him. He just don't, you know, I literally said this shit last week, right before the fight. I don't know what day it was, Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, whatever it was. I literally said he gonna get into a fight. He not gonna look as good. He gonna go longer than expected, and people gonna jump off the bandwagon. This is not a story that hadn't been written before. Got a video going tomorrow talking about that. I think it's the Earl Spence Jaron video got coming tomorrow. When remember Regis Progress had that fight. Was it in New Orleans on ESPN or was it the Showtime fight? And he didn't look as good. I think it was the fight in New Orleans that Showtime ESPN gave him. He didn't look good in that fight versus old boy on ESPN. And people was jumping off the bandwagon saying he 31 years old. He ain't that good. He this, that, and the third. And people jumped off the bandwagon. You know, when you fight once in a while, you know, or, you know, you have a bad performance. These fans are very fickle, bro. How many people would have been still saying Floyd was next up after his first fight with Jose Luis Castillo? Come on. You're going to have bad nights. LeBron had bad nights. Kareem had bad nights. Jordan had bad nights. Believe it or not, in boxing, you can have a bad night. Ali had bad nights. They stop him from being the greatest. You know? They can say, well, he should have did this. He should have did the number one thing. His top 3 mistakes in this fight with Karen Jerkajan. And first and foremost, you got to give Jerkajan his credit. He's a hell of a fighter. He's a good mover. You know, it was going to take anybody time to kind of slow him down. He to take a punch. But his number one mistake was him and his father not doing a preparation on the kid. When you get into that top 5 range, or any top 10 range, 15 range, 20 range, or any sanctioning body, you gotta do your homework. They said, well, he never fought like this before, but then again, they said we prepare for anything to make the adjustments. They didn't make the adjustment. You know, however you got to dig deep and get footage. You got to go back to the amateur, see if something you can pick up on. That's what you pay your coach to do. That's what you pay your manager to do. That's why you pay them 20 niggas that you got at the gym with you. You know, all get on y'all tablets, get on y'all phones, whatever footage you can find of this guy, find it. Whatever we can find beneficial. You know, if we go do a deposition or, you know, like the social media movie, like the Social Network. You know, how the lawyers did all this digging deep on Mark Zuckerberg background and everything and Eduardo background. Same thing in boxing. I'm paying my coach to do that. If somebody and my coach can't find the footage, guess what? One of them 20 niggas I got hanging out at my house that's hanging around for no reason. Go dig up as much, whatever you can find on Turkajan, whatever we can find on YouTube, social media, no matter where you go to the Ukraine and buy some footage, that's your job. That's your job. And you can't leave it to chance. You can't leave it to chance on this level. You know, his number 2 mistake was playing towards the crowd. Nobody talk about this one. He was stiff. He was trying to impress Gilly the Kid, Wallow, Steven Jackson. It was like a little mini Black Hollywood in there. He trying to impress a whole bunch of celebrities instead of being himself. You know, with that come with experience. So how when you get on the big stage, you fight the big fish in Dallas, or y'all fight in Vegas, and you know Magic Johnson come. Oh, you know, that's Showtime, baby. You know all that Stevie Ray there. You know Steve Ray Charles there. I can't see, but he can really see and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everybody there. Shit, George Lopez there. You gonna freeze up. This is what's different than sparring. You playing towards the crowd. You got to understand that. It's you versus Turkachan. It's you versus the big fish. It's you versus Terrence Crawford. All that plays a part in the building a fighter. Learning how to deal with the crowd. Learning how to keep your composure. You get in there and make a mistake. This dude can punch. He made a mistake. He been in trouble. Looking for one big shot instead of putting your shots together, trying to impress the crowd. Same thing in high school. You trying to impress people in high school. Years go by. You ain't graduating on time. Years go by. Everybody going to college. Everybody doing some trade school. You still stuck there with a fucked up GPA. Excuse my language. Don't worry about impressing the crowd. Don't worry about it. And then he underestimated his opponent before you even got to know your opponent. You just figured that he got dropped in one fight long ago that you was gonna walk in and stop him. I knew he was gonna be tougher than expected when this shit happened. I knew when he looked at him like this and he didn't break his face. I knew this fight was gonna be tougher than he bargained for. And Jaron Ennis turned his head first. I knew this dude was gonna be tough when he did that. I said, yeah, he in for it. And they said, we ain't watching no film. And everybody that seemed to be a cliche answer in boxing. Yeah, I don't watch no film. Yeah, fuck some film. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I do the film like my bitches. Fuck. Come on, man. Damon Webster, salute. He become a mentor in any belt he wants. For the most part, it don't per se work like that, but he could. Easy salute. He said, I bet Boots watch film now on the fight. Of course you do. Only way you learn is live. Some people you can give your kid all the game in the world. They're gonna go out there and still, make their mistakes. That's what you expect. Some people you get an answer to the test and they still gonna fail the test. It's life. It's life. It's some little girls that grow up there and they daddy a player and they daddy tell them everything to the game. Look at Steve Harvey. He wrote the fucking book, giving out all the secrets. And Lloyd Harvey's still out there doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing women don't understand. They have an expiration date for the percentage of the men they want. It's not a lot of those men that they really want. And that percentage 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? Oh, foot this big, junk this big, height this big. Oh, he weighed this much. It's only so many of them dudes in the world, bro. And those top 1%, 1.5%, 2% dudes, they really don't want real don't want no bust down. The ones that's really taking the bust downs like Lori Harvey is the dudes that got rich off .com millionaires, digital real estate, poker millionaires or nerds and geeks. That's who really mess with them. People where I grow up from, they just bust them down, them regular bust downs. Use her for her credit. That's it. He said you was just saying that Boots was throwing Crawford under the belt to fight Earl. Now you saying he really want to fight Earl. That's what the belt sanction the belt body saying. I don't know what he want to do. He know Earl gonna vacate. That's what we all know. We know that. He said, I hope the shit humble him and his dad. They was eating up all the hype shit and he had to spin the shit the best they could as soon as the 12th ended. And yeah, his dad came around and said, I'll do a video on this probably see this Wednesday. Dad turned around and he started making excuses about, oh, he ran on. Nobody want to hear that shit, man. Coming from no black fighter at all. And I fuck with his dad. I'm just being real. You say we got to get better at this, and you 23 years old. He not a finished product. George Clinton voice, 2 tears in the bucket. And that was George Clinton that was hit house party. I just really peeped that. I forgot that was him. That was him. He said, yeah, I did it, youngster. Got 2 tears in the bucket. Right. He's a secure Haney have performances like that every time they step in the ring. You guys who aren't even good as Karen and who aren't trying to survive. Boots had a great performance. He just didn't get. I won't say he had a great performance. Nah. I won't say Secure had performances like that neither. When you wear Mr. Catch a Body on your trunks, and I don't think Devin Haney and Secure claim to be punchers. See right there, Mr. Catch a Body. When you wear that on your trunk, you trying to punch somebody, you can't get that dude out of there because you're looking for one shot. You put a shot together, he would have. So no, Secure and Devin Haney don't have performances like that at all, especially versus guys of the caliber of Churkachan. They fighting guys on a whole different caliber than Churkachan was supposed to be. Now Churkachan going to be a great fighter. I just said supposed to be. So no, that's not true. He said I like Boots, but he's not ready for either one. Of course, 23 years old, who is? Mike Tyson is an anomaly, bruh. He hitching his name today. That's what he supposed to do as a young fighter. I respect that. That's what you supposed to do. You supposed to clout chase. That's what they all did. Earl Spence clout chased off Keith Thurman for years. Keith clout chased off of Floyd for years, knowing Floyd wasn't going to fight him. That's life. The thing about social media, everybody take everything literal. You ever, post something on social media, you be joking and people take it for real. They want to argue, delete you, block you, and I guess the shoe fit. I guess the shoe fit. Make sure I thumbs up the video. I guess the shoe fit. People be taking this social media shit too literal. It's just all about getting your name out there. It's doing what you got to do to get the fight. If you got to disrespect somebody, mama, I guess that's what they gonna have to do. I ain't into going that far, but whatever you got to do to get that man in the ring, you got to do it. He's just trying to get his name out there. That's it. He's just trying to get his name out there. That's it. He's just trying to get that name out there, bro. I think a lot of people take, oh man, he said he can do this. He said he could. That's part of the game. And at one point, maybe he will be able to do it. Maybe that's the experience that he needs. But I think a lot of people taking it literal. This is just what goes on in boxing. This is what goes on in boxing. It's part of the game. Hit your wagon to another fighter fucking truck. He had to talk like taking Larry Howard serious, ain't getting no play prior to getting famous, so they easy suckers. Might have a great point about that. Sport Channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. He says that's a difference. Earl would have I don't know what that meant. Ben fought Keith Boots would beat Earl and Bud. They aren't caring. They both aren't. They both. He said Boots. I would have beat. He said both have been hurt bad by punching out nearly a daily shots as Boots. Well, say that again. Difference is Earl would have beaten Keith and Boots would have beat Earl and Bud. No, I don't think Boots would have beat Earl and Bud right now, bro. Like, based off what? What are you saying? Based off what? I don't get what he's saying. I really hope that he gets those fights. Y'all gonna be at the end of the day, bro. We talking about when he fought Cherkazin Saturday. He would not have beat neither one of them. He simply was not ready. Maybe with that experience, he'd be ready. But no, it's not. I'm hating after seeing that he would have beat Bud and Spence that night. No, nobody in this world believe that. They said put your fucking life on the line. You wouldn't put your life on the line on that. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. Niggas be quick to say, "Oh man, you hating, man, you hate." I hate, nigga. That's damn near a fact. Well, nobody here gonna pick that man who fought last Saturday night to beat Earl or Terrence Crawford. Not that guy. Maybe down the line, maybe in a couple fights, you might be right. Don't give me, oh man, he ain't fight, he ain't want to run. He just got done saying I'm watching Mike Tyson. Well, no fucking running for Mike Tyson for 12 rounds, bro. You're gonna get this ass whooping, you can take this ass whooping for 12, and you're gonna be in the fight with none of that. He gotta just get better. That's all it is. He gotta get better. He's 23 years old. Every time you got constructive criticism, somebody get mad. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Want me to lie to you? Oh, Mike went 12, but he was in 12 round fight. Kirkazan didn't look like he went fucking 10. For what I seen. Shit. How big a puncher he posed to be, Mr. Catch a Body? Kirkazan, man, come on. Shit. Kirkazan like he was ready to go another 5. Shit, was he not? Or I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. He said, I'll put whatever and send my number. Man, get out of here, man. Man, y'all letting in the chat. He said, Boots better be careful. Dude becoming very predictable. His punches against Karen. If it was Bud, Boots would have been in trouble with Bud's counter a bit. And all that come with experience. All that come with experience. All that comes with experience. That's what comes with experience. If he learn when he get more fights under his belt and better and bigger, better fights, he will learn. He will be world champion one day. Will he be pound for pound? I think so. I'm not jumping off the bandwagon. I'm not. I'm not gonna let one moment get too high on him. I'm not gonna let one moment get too low on him. So that's my opinion. Y'all got any questions, I'll answer them. But yeah, that's my opinion. I'm not gonna get too high on the man, I'm not gonna go too low. But a lot of people want to just throw him to then he go out there and knock out somebody he ain't, y'all thought was gonna be a tough fight, and then everybody gonna be back on the bandwagon. It's one performance. If he fought Turkogyan again, he probably stopped him this time. But he wanted to play to the crowd and get the knockout for the crowd, get the celebrities behind him, and all that slippery doobly doo shit went out right out the window. He just, he let Turkogyan take him out of his game. He said maybe Bud could tell. Who say Bud can't take? Where's Bud not been able to take a shot at? Where is this coming from, bro? Where's Bud not been able to take a shot? Come on, man. Get the fuck up out of here. Y'all niggas be just making up shit. Where have you seen Bud on the canvas, bro? He a good fighter, but all that Roy Jones shit dead. Georgia, by 50. Georgia ain't about to play with them niggas, man. TCU, trash. I really don't care. I'm going to watch, but I really don't care. Trash. These fanboys, Jaron would do this, and Jaron got fucking hurt by Thomas Delorme. Real talk. He got clipped by Thomas Delorme. I am talking about that. But I ain't here to talk about that. I ain't here to talk about that. I'm not about to go back and forth with this dude. People hate Bud with the passion, bro. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're gonna go back and forth with a dude for about nothing. We about to argue about back and forth. Jaron Ennis got hurt by fucking Thomas Delorme. Come on. Y'all act like y'all ain't see it. Clipped his ass from the top of his head. It happens in boxing. That's boxing. And if he couldn't take a punch, then why Jaron Ennis won't get in the WBO? Go slide to the WBO for me, my boy. And then we can see the fight. But you hold an interim belt for what? Because you know Spence ain't going to fight you. He said they probably following Gary Russell saying he a sucker punch Bud back in the day. Man, bruh, run up on him now. I'll love to see it. We'll love to see it. Everybody talking about what somebody do, but ain't nobody lining up to fight nobody. That's the facts. Everybody saying what they do, what they won't do. You know, so it is what it is. I ain't gonna sit here and argue with these dudes about hypotheticals. Everybody got their opinion. He got his opinion. It is what it is. We probably never gonna see it. But other than that, that's all I got, man. Appreciate y'all. This will be on the podcast tomorrow. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace.